The transfer that could shake world football, Arsenal closing in on Vinicius Jr. For years, Arsenal supporters have dreamed of seeing a true global superstar arrive at the Emirates Stadium. They have watched elite talents choose other destinations while Mikel patiently rebuilt the club into one of Europe's most feared sides. But now whispers from inside football have exploded into a sensational transfer saga that could change everything. According to growing speculation, Arsenal are preparing to make the biggest statement in their modern history by attempting to sign Vinicius Jr. this summer. The football world is stunned. Supporters across social media are refusing to believe it. Some call it impossible. Others insist the Gunners are finally ready to compete with the financial giants of Europe. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain: the rumour has set the football world on fire. Late one evening, reports began circulating that Arsenal executives had held secret meetings to discuss a blockbuster attacking signing. The club believes that after coming so close to Premier League glory in recent seasons, only one final world-class superstar is needed to transform them into unstoppable champions, and that name was Vinicius Jr. Inside the Emirates, excitement reportedly reached another level. Arteta has always admired explosive wingers capable of deciding games on their own. Vinicius perfectly fits that description. His blistering pace, fearless dribbling, incredible creativity, and ability to shine in the biggest matches make him one of the most dangerous forwards on the planet. Imagine this attack: Bukayo Saka on one wing, Vinicius Jr. on the other, Martin Ødegaard pulling the strings in midfield. Every defence in England would be terrified. Fans immediately started creating dream lineups, while football analysts debated whether Arsenal could actually pull off such an unbelievable transfer. Meanwhile, tension reportedly began growing elsewhere. If Arsenal truly intend to make this move, they would have to produce one of the biggest financial packages in Premier League history. Such an operation would send shockwaves across Europe, forcing rival clubs into panic mode. Liverpool supporters began asking questions. Manchester City fans wondered whether Arsenal were preparing to dominate English football for years. Chelsea supporters watched nervously. Even clubs across Spain reportedly started monitoring the situation, aware that a transfer of this magnitude could reshape the entire European market. Behind closed doors, Arsenal's recruitment team remained calm. They understand that opportunities to sign players of Vinicius's caliber rarely come twice. The club's ambition has grown dramatically, and the message from the board is clear. They want Arsenal competing not just for domestic trophies, but for the UEFA Champions League as well. Adding one of football's biggest stars would announce Arsenal's arrival among Europe's true elite. The Emirates faithful could hardly contain their excitement. Videos predicting Vinicius in Arsenal colours flooded YouTube. Fan pages exploded with edits showing him celebrating alongside Saka. The dream suddenly felt alive. As journalists continued chasing information, insiders claimed discussions surrounding the player's future had become increasingly intense. Every passing hour created more suspense. Every social media update sparked another wave of speculation. Could Arsenal really convince one of world football's brightest stars to begin a new chapter in North London? Nobody seemed to have a definite answer. Even rival managers reportedly began watching events closely, knowing that if Arsenal completed such a signing, the balance of power in English football could dramatically shift. Arteta himself remained focused publicly, refusing to discuss transfer speculation. But behind the scenes, supporters believed something extraordinary was brewing. One source described the atmosphere as quiet confidence. Another suggested Arsenal had been preparing this move for months. The possibility alone was enough to electrify millions of fans around the globe. If completed, Vinicius would not simply become another signing. He would become the face of a new Arsenal era. A symbol of ambition. A statement that Arsenal no longer dream of competing with Europe's biggest clubs. They expect to beat them. With the transfer window still open, suspense continues to build. Every hour feels like another chapter in football's biggest summer drama. Will Arsenal complete the deal that nobody thought possible? Will Vinicius Jr. walk onto the Emirates pitch wearing the famous red and white shirt? Or will another European giant step in at the last moment and steal the deal? One thing is certain. The next few days could define Arsenal's future for years to come, and millions of supporters will be refreshing their phones every minute, waiting for the news that could send North London into absolute celebration. The football world is holding its breath, because if this extraordinary transfer becomes reality, it will be remembered as one of the greatest